Hello? Am I visible now? Hello? Oh, thank God. Hey, I've been having conversations with all of you. I forgot to hit the go live button. I've been having conversations with all of you, and none of you have been responding. What's up, Bryce? Bruce Wayne, Zelton, Tornado. Tornado, I was giving you school advice and you weren't responding. I wanted to know what the hell was wrong with you. No one was responding to me. You gotta hit the go live button, guys. Yeah, Zelton, I was talking to you. You weren't responding. Thanks, Cheeky Bacon. That's embarrassing. Thank God no one heard any of that. Mike Diamond, your icon is familiar. All right. Yeah. Damn, that's embarrassing. I'm doing well, Bruce. How are you doing? I hope I can answer all your questions this time. All right. Sweet. I think we're in business. Evening, Paul. Yeah, left H3 on red. I was just talking into a blank room. Sweet, sweet. You all can hear me and all? Sounds good? Yeah, definitely Tornado. You like the thumbnail? The photo of me smiling like that has become a meme in our little friend group I got. So gotta put on all of the personable thumbnails. Thank you, Zelton. Appreciate this one and last time. All right, sweet. You can hear me. Uh, bu- 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 bu. Thanks for letting me know, Crystal. I will check that out and figure out how to go to get that all figured out. Thanks, Angelo. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, Inferno, I am doing well. Today is a good day, and I'm happy to stream. I finally caught up on stuff, so I didn't have to stream guilty knowing there was stuff I had to do. Appreciate you guys. That's how you gotta do it, Bruce. All right, you gotta give them the beats. Thanks, Callie. What kind of beats do you guys, or hopefully just one beat, but what kind of beat would you like to see me make today? Got any suggestions? What's up, Josh? Meme rap? uh, any preference for the memery? With Lowry? I could do it with Lowry. Lo-fi? Could do a lo-fi also. Let's see here. Ba, ba, ba. What do I feel like? I'm really up for anything. Hey, brother Malson, how you doing? Eminem. Could do an Eminem type beat. My own thing, I could do that. Bo Burnham, I actually was just listening to some of his, I guess, pandemic special thing, where the thing he did in his that little room. I listened to a little bit of it today. I never got the chance to listen to it earlier, so got a chance to listen to a little bit of it today. Appreciate all you've done. I've had a really rough time. Happy to hear it, Sparky. It means a ton to hear it's helped out. Tupac beat. Could do a Tupac. Yes, inside, Liam. Could do a beat switch. We could make one beat with a ton of beat switches, different styles every time. From what I heard, I liked it. I only listened to one of the tracks, so. Guts over fear type beat. I could do that. Am I sick of NF type beats? It kind of, it's a wave. You have some moments where you don't want to make an NF type beat at all, and some days you want to make a ton. So it doesn't. I've spread out how often I make an NF type beat to where you don't get overwhelmed by just the sheer amount. So doing one every 3 or 4 days seems to be the best amount for me not to get overwhelmed and to enjoy doing them. Alrighty. Maybe we should get going on the desktop. Let's see if I can pull this all up. The 19 beat, was that the Rich Brian one? That would be, I could do another one like that. Thank you, the beard. I had it all roughed up earlier today. I got to clean it up for the live. I'll check him out, Zelton. I'll make a note of it. Two-tone beard? Yes, it's... When I was a kid, it was super blonde. Well, not my beard, but my hair was super blonde, like almost white, and then it's turned dark since then, but in the beard you still get some of the super white blonde. Yeah, my only hesitation to doing a Guts Over Fear is that it's going to be a little difficult with that synth line, synth, or the sort of pad line it's got in there. We'll see what I'll just, let me bring up the screen. Let me make sure that works first. Let me know if you guys can see the screen and all. And let me know if you can hear it as well. Perfect. Alrighty. Let's see what we can do. I could check the stream on my phone. That would actually be a good idea. and hurtable, perfect. Guts Over Fear, only too big of a challenge because I'm live. I'm a little scared. Alright, Josh, let's see what we could do. You're in the studio right now? You want a beat? Let's see here. Can't go wrong with a piano, so I'll probably pull up Keyscape and just start messing around with this. Lower the audio a little bit. I can do that. don't know how much more I can stretch it though. A Quedeca Sisyphus type beat. Hey, if I haven't done one yet, I better get on that. I thought I did one already. Perhaps not. Yes, it is very sad that I make all these beats, and my biggest video was the first video I ever uploaded, and it was a lyrics beat, lyric video. That you can never top a lyric video. Alrighty. It's probably a little loud. Let me mess around with that a little bit. Have a good one, Tornado. Okay. Right now I'm just getting the piano to sound a little softer. Worst time to have writers or a beat block is right now. Love you too, Pratham. Thanks, Frost. Thanks for stopping by. Anime type beats. I don't really do that many. I don't really do Tokyo Revenge type beats anymore. I didn't want to touch his problems, but I did a Killnami, I believe is his name. I guess that's more sort of emo rap, but also do corpse beats all the times. Yeah, nervous with 15 people. Trust me, alright? I'm not keeping track of that. Which type beat is this? Not sure right now. You're a tech guy. What kind of CPU I'm using? I think I have a Ryzen 7 something or another. I don't remember what specifically, but it's a little bit old. Tokyo's Revenge the anime. Forgive me. I'll check it out. I haven't. I'm not really into anime, but I'll check it out. And definitely the music. Anime music tends to be pretty good, so I'll check it out. Tokyo's Revenge. Thanks, Bryce, for the compliment on the kill zombie type beat. Let's see what we got. Something is not adding up. Sounds like we're making a lo-fi beat right now. This will probably be pretty quick. A vocal sample type beat? I definitely would. I need to see what on Splice I can use in a live. That's my only concern, is I don't want to get copyright claimed or something on a live. I'm not sure how any of that works, but let me do some research on that, and then we'll see about using vocal chops, using some samples for guitar stuff like that. You're all good, sinner, righteous sinner. You're all good. That means a ton to hear, Pratham. I like inspiring people. That means a ton to hear. Certain emotion to make certain music. It depends on how forced you want it to be, I guess. I mean, when I'm making intense, aggressive music, I'm not. You guys see how I am. I'm not exactly intense and aggressive, but so sometimes you don't really need the emotion to be like boiling over, I guess, but just having a mindset going into it of what the energy of the track is, the feeling of it. I think that's important. You like it already? Yeah, right now I think it's going to be some sort of lo-fi, kind of Joji, maybe that sort of vibe to it right now. Nothing too crazy. If we do that sort of style, those beats usually are a little quicker to make, so I might be able to make another one after it. Right now, we just got a couple chords. We got a bunch of G major minor, or G major major sevenths, excuse me. So G, B, D, F sharp on the first one. Second one's D, F sharp, A, C sharp. Last one is C, G, E, and B. These are just big open chords. This is super Joji, I guess you could say. He uses major sevenths all the time for his beats. What's up, clock? Butterflies, how you doing? I need to get going on your custom, by the way. I haven't forgotten you. I'll make one, Raimi, someday. I promise you. uh, who are you? Question mark. What you want? Question mark. I appreciate it, and yeah, we'll definitely make more experimental stuff in the future. The only thing I've thrown on this so far is RC20 just to add some noise, some pitch wobbling, some reverb to it, and some EQing. So that's all I've added to it so far. Thanks, Shy Guy. I'm happy to help you guys grow when possible. And I hope to that the beats continue to help you guys grow. Do you normally sit in a dark room to make beats like this? This lighting and all is more lighting than usual. Usually there's less lighting. So yes, the beats are always made in a dark room. What's up, Real? Yes, Bryce. The signature sound I have is my mother makes fun of me for it, but I always have a pause before a drop or before a chorus would start, and so it's every beat you hear of mine. There's something like that where there's a pause or a drop in the sound before a chorus starts or something along those lines before a bunch of instruments get added in, and so that is I guess my signature sound is that sort of a sound. All in good time, Zelton. I appreciate what you have given me. uh, Let's add some drums here. We want something light if we're making a lo-fi beat. That's a little too hard. Maybe we'll hold off on the hi-hat until we get something like a snare. That's probably not where we're going to find a good snare. Maybe a clap. Drums from popular songs is one hell of a drum kit. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, that might be good. Has a weird sort of chime sound at the end. Bully Maguire type beat. What's up, Light? Thank you so much. Let's see here. What made you decide to start showing your face? It's sort of a, I guess, I've shown my face for probably 3 or 4 years now. I did a Q&A video a while back, and I've done a couple here and there. So that was just because I wanted to get my face out there, just sort of say hi, give a face to the beats that are being made. Lately, I've just been trying to branch out and try new things. I guess I enjoy making the beats, don't get me wrong, but I want to try new things and push myself in different directions, you could say. So that's why I've been doing all the shorts pretty much every day. That's why I've been doing the lives, I produced for Crypt video, what plugins I use, all those sorts of videos. That stuff is me just trying to branch out and see what sticks, and try forcing myself into new directions. People get really comfortable with their content they've been making for a long time, and I noticed I was doing that myself, getting really comfortable with just making a beat quickly and then not doing anything else, and just want to try new stuff, I guess. You like the shorts? That's good to hear. Hello, Skylar. My day was great. I had no complaints. Yeah, branching out in new directions is I suggest whatever content you make, always try pushing yourself in new directions. Besides making beats, I I guess I still am a accountant and a tax preparer, so I still do that for my real job. This is really what I'm trying to do, but it's nice to have the sustainability of a employer and all that sort of stuff. But I used to be a sign waver, one of those guys on the streets with one of those big signs that have text on them, and I would spin that around, and had a few people videotape me and all. It was really fun. I'm not sold on this kick sound, but I think I'm gonna have to stick with it. Yeah, righteous. Sometimes, like, there's ups and downs to sharing your face. It's nice to have the anonymity, the anonymousness of it all, and sometimes I would like that, but the nice thing about where I am right now is I don't have people running into me on in public. I guess I'm nowhere near that size. I have had people as soon as they hear my channel name and all, they recognize the beats I've made. In college, that happened to me a couple times, and that was a bit surprising. But people don't recognize my face, thank goodness. Oh no, the nationalism is peaking in the chat right now. I didn't know all you guys were. I assume most people were from the U.S. here, but that's awesome to see. I wonder if it's the time and all, if if certain areas more people are online and all that good stuff. How long did it take you to get to the level of putting out beats on YouTube? It took me about a year from when I started learning FL Studio to when I started uploading beats. The first beats I did, though, were instrumental remakes, the first beats I posted. And so for those, it really was all what people really had to compare it to was the original song, in which case it was easier for me to make because I just had to mimic exactly what the beat people were looking for was. And so I guess it didn't take as much creativity as now the beats take. And so from the time I started learning to when I actually started posting original music, it was about 2 years or so. And I think that gave me enough time to learn how to be creative in addition to just learning the actual ways the program worked, if that makes sense. Right now I'm just EQing stuff. With a lo-fi type beat, there's very specific EQing, I guess. A lot of the main instruments, like the piano, you got sort of cut on the low end and on the high end, so it's got this telephone or radio sound to it. The kicked drum is also usually EQ'd, so the bottom isn't that loud. This is my go-to bass guitar sound. I don't know where it came from. I got it a long time ago and just have been using it ever since then. May not use it here though. This might sound better with a 808 or something. Yeah, this might sound better with the 808. Yes, butterflies. I'm happy you made it. I am definitely not NF or Tommy. Trust me, you'd be able to tell. I appreciate you staying righteous. Might throw a cymbal on here that's a bit quieter. you ever want to ruin a lo-fi type beat that's very calm and all, just add a really aggressive 808 on top of it. Looks like the 808 is G sharp A flat. So do that. Oh yeah, apologize for those 808s. Been on YouTube, I think it was March 2015. So it's been a pretty long time. At what time do I make beats the most? Probably... It's a good question. It's usually in the evening. I usually... how do you manage to make time? I usually work 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. now, and so I guess usually when I make beats is 7 to... probably 7 to midnight or so. I usually take an hour or two before I go to bed to do other stuff, but usually I'm working on either beats or the channel stuff from 7 to 11 or noon. Who's your dream artist to work with? That's a good question. I really don't have anyone anyone specific I'm interested in. Just kind of want to, I guess that's sort of what I want, is I want to be able to work with a lot of people and experience a lot of people's processes, and understand the ways people do work. I think that's the thing I want to do the most is, just meet a lot of people, see how a lot of other people do it. Homeworks for my accounting job? Sometimes. Usually, we usually peak around March and April. It's not legally a seasonal job, but it's pretty much a seasonal job. So around March, April, when everyone's filing their taxes, I do come home with tax returns I need to file, stuff like that. Did you ever have a secret gaming channel? No, but I have thought about doing that. I have thought about doing something on Twitch, something completely separate from this. Haven't had the time, but I have thought about doing that. Longest period of time I stopped making beats? Ooh. I've done at least a daily beat, a free beat, pretty much every day with 1 or 2 day breaks since 2019, and probably I think I had a break in there for about a week once, and so I guess I didn't do any beats that entire time, so that probably was the longest break since 2019 has been. Before that, I would probably go a month without making a beat, so things have changed drastically since 2019 when I started doing the dailies. You'd like to see me play games? Yeah, I'll take suggestions. Maybe someday I'll post gaming here or something like that. Yes, I'm sure we all have done a gaming video once. I've done a gaming video, however. Let's see here. You get sucked into one song and can't quit for days. Yeah, I I used to do that, and it just finally got to the point that I told myself I only have this day to make a beat, and don't let it go on longer than that. And I believe that helped me push through in order to do the beats daily. The ba, 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 the sometimes I do have beats that go more than a day, but it's very, very rare. Does it stress you out to do this daily? Not really. It's all about balancing your time, I guess, is the big thing for me. Uh, I guess originally back, there was a point in time where I was working full time, almost full time, like almost 40 hours a week, and I was a full time student, so I was I think that's 4 or 5 classes I was doing, and on top of that I was doing beats daily. That was the only time that I really got overwhelmed. It was just for 2 weeks in April, because the accountant job was popping off and the schooling was going on, and so for that portion of time, that was when I got really stressed and was having a hell of a time getting stuff done, and I had no social life, no family or friends that entire time. But after that, I stopped having that problem and all. Thanks, Oznio. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Bruce Wayne, I have thought about doing a Discord for the channel and all. If there's interest in that, I might look into doing that. Developed a routine to keep your health up and mental sharp while making beats over the years. I have figured it out over time, and I think it's something you just have to learn for yourself and all. I did... recently, back in May, I realized, I guess this falls under health, but I realized I wasn't taking care of myself physically as much as I should have, and so since May I've been working on eating better, all that sort of stuff, and I feel amazing now, which helps give me the energy to make the beats and all. But yeah, you always are fighting to balance things out, and for the longest time it was just pumping as much time and effort into the accountant job and making the beats, and now I'm trying to work on trying new things with the music stuff, balancing the accounting stuff, and making sort of stuff easier with that. That way I have more time to make the beats, and then on top of that have some time for eating healthy, for exercise, all that sort of stuff. So it is a hard balance. It takes time. That really has been one of the hardest things to learn. Night Fowler, thanks for stopping by. You're dropping the beat you're making. The beat I'm making now, I probably will drop, but not tomorrow. Tomorrow I have a collab beat I'm dropping. So if you guys know Scrambled Legs, He's done a collab with Riddick, and he's got a fitness channel. He's pretty chill, so definitely check him out. We'll be dropping a collab. It won't be a free beat tomorrow, out of respect for... I never do free collabs out of respect for other creators, except for like Beats by Con, but that's a whole different story. But usually I do sort of the licensing and all for collabs out of respect for other creators, so that will be dropping tomorrow. It will be a NF type beat naturally. Let's see what else we got here. You guys are commenting so much. Yeah, the Discord, we'll see about that. What do you do when you're making beats that are good, but you don't like them? If they're beats, it's sort of, let me think how I want to say this. Even if it's not your greatest work to your ears, then it still may be worth something to someone, is how I like to think of it. So I'd say 99% of the beats I make get released. If it's not something I'm completely sold on, I do just sit down and run the gears until it is something I do like. And if it ends up just falling apart, then I just scrap the entire project and get rid of it. So I don't really sit on beats that I'm kind of on the edge on. Either I release them or I scrap the idea entirely. Let's see what else we got here. Making music as a end goal, I would be completely down for making music for the rest of my life. That is something I would be up for. The music, it is financially my largest source of income. However, it's not enough in the area I'm at to completely it's not enough to completely support me and living on my own, all that sort of stuff. So I do need the accounting job currently for in order to keep living, I guess is how I want to say that. There is the possibility in the future of always doing something else. I've got some little side projects. I always want to be trying new things, and so I've got some side projects I want to work on in the future when I get time. Isn't that what we all say? But we'll always see how those go. But if the music pops off more than it is already, then I'll be in a perfect spot. It will be a perfect world. That means a ton, that means a ton to hear, Anonymous. Thanks for letting me know that. Send the EP to my email when it drops. Thanks, internet shutdown. It means a ton to hear that as well. I've been enjoying the ones I've been making lately. I've been feeling I'm in the zone lately, so it means a ton to hear that. Full-length video on different things like hi-hat patterns. I'll take into consideration doing specific videos on specific topics and stuff like hi-hats and all, and sort of I need to figure out what things people I take for granted, things that just happen naturally for me, and see what's something that other people don't usually just have automatically like I do. And so I need to figure out that sort of stuff, and I'll be making videos on that. Let's see if we got a sample we could throw on this. Thanks, Osneo. A community cipher? I have thought about. I need to figure out the way of doing that. I guess is how I want to phrase it, and figure out. I need to stop making a beat while I'm talking. It is something I'm looking into, and I also want to do the competitions, the sort of maybe a beat competition, maybe a rap competition. Thanks, Anonymous. Melody is dirty in a good or a bad way. Let's see here. Looks like we're in B flat for the sample. I might drag and drop it into here. We're now in C. 7 halftones. Something is not adding up there. Freestyle over the beat, you're not gonna see that. I can promise you that. What plugins do you use for mixing? That's the part you struggle with the most. It's the part I struggle with the most as well. Lately, I've been trying to throw soft clipper on beats that I'm wanting to be hard. In the past, I've just used, for like master mixing and mastering, I just throw a fruity limiter on. I've heard a lot of people complain about free limiter. I've heard a lot of people say great things about free limiter. I just mess around with these things until it's something I like. I need to get rid of that annoying synth sound. But that's really the only thing I add in hard beats, I guess you could say. I now throw... Where's soft clipper? I throw soft clipper on now just to saturate the sound and compress it a little bit more. I don't think I'm going to do that for this beat. Makes it a little too hard. But I'm not sure with soft clipper if it's better on the master or if it's on each individual sound, so I'm going to be messing around with that a little bit over the next couple weeks just to see what sounds best to me. Have a good one, Dynamic. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, definitely we'll look into doing the Discord and the contests. Let's see here. Oh, 2 different videos, Righteous? Yeah. This will be, I'll upload this as a video you could go back to. So if you ever want to make sure you didn't miss anything, you could come back to this. Let's see here. Do I like modern Eminem? It depends on what you call modern. I wasn't a big fan of Revival. I thought Recovery was alright. I thought Kamikaze was much better, and I thought Music to Be Murdered By and Music to Be Murdered By Side B. I thought both of those were pretty great albums. Had no complaints really with those. Motivational type beat with a hook. Maybe we'll do that as well. We're getting pretty much this lo-fi beat is pretty close to done actually. Let me just mess around with it a little bit more, and then we might make another beat here. Kind of want to just add some sort of instrument for a melody. Oh, Marshall Mathers LP2. I thought that was pretty good. That one I kind of got some nostalgia for, because that was one of the first ones that I listened to. So perhaps I've got some nostalgia bias on my beliefs on that album. But I thought that one was one of his best recent modern Eminem. Some hyperpop. I've thought about doing it. I think that is I want to do it as a meme, but you know, a meme where people can't tell if it's a meme or not. That sounds like a very quick way to have all the people who subscribed because of NF and those lyrical rappers. That sounds like a very quick way to have them all unsubscribe. One hyperpop type beat. 100 gex beat, just everyone unsubscribes. Beats by Khan in here. Beats by Khan! Yes, we should collab. We need to talk. We haven't talked in a long time. I was talking about collabs earlier today in the live stream. I mentioned you even. I haven't done collabs in a really long time. It's mostly been my fault because I've been very bad at getting back to people. Yeah, hyperpop type beats by Khan. Yeah. It's completely different from both yours and my styles. It's just out there. Let's see what else people are saying. Minecraft by replace all the calm music with your music. Some Minecraft music for you. Which one do you prefer more, royalty-free loops or VSTs and plugins? It's a mixture of both. It all depends. Usually I like to start just messing around in VSTs and plugins, and if I'm not getting any inspiration or I'm having trouble, then I jump over to Splice or Waves.com or Sounds.com and I start looking for royalty-free loops. But usually I start with the VSTs and plugins, and then if I'm not getting inspiration, I jump to the loops and all. Loops and samples. What would you do if someone blew up on your track? I would enjoy it greatly, and I would hope that they have credited me. That's really all I need. uh, there's been a couple million viewed tracks and all, and I don't really do anything with them. I let everyone know on my socials that it exists. It's a quick way to have all the anime profile pics in the comment section. That is true. Frito Santana. I've never heard of him. I'll check him out and see what I can do. Yeah, hyperpop. I've got to be honest. Usually, when I'm like making, or when I'm working on taxes, or when I'm trying to do a task that I just am working on and just need some noise going, I will listen to either hyperpop or really, really hard beats where you can't even hear the person rapping or yelling or whatever. And sometimes it's just noise that you need in your headphones. Hello, Jethro. Have a good one, Liam. Thanks for stopping by. And a lot of you guys are talking about Discord, so I might make a Discord. Do you actually like Scarlord, or do you just have some people that want Scarlord type beats? It depends on the emotions I'm feeling. Scarlord is one of those guys that I'll listen to if I just need noise in my headphones and all. I think that's been one of the big things that has changed for me over the last, since I started this channel and to now, is originally I thought all music had to be very lyrical. It had to have a super strong message and all, and nothing is wrong with that. However, now I realize there's certain circumstances where you don't need super lyrical, super message driven music. Sometimes you just are doing accounting stuff and you need noise in your headphones, and sometimes you need Scarlord or something like that for that. What's up, Sid? How you doing? Sounds good, Mayakin. Mayank. Definitely send it to me. I'll be happy to hear it. What can you rap about with a hyperpop beat? What was that horse song by 100 Gex? You can rap about horses? Stupid horse or something like that. An infinite beat or a Eminem infinite type beat definitely will take into consideration. Thanks, Bryce, for letting me know about writing on the Worsen track and all. It means a ton to hear you like that one. That one's been one of my favorites lately. Need to work on the synth line a little more. Let's see what we can do. We'll mess around with that a little bit. That's a wee bit faster. Josh A type beats are amazing. I appreciate it. His original sound is pretty amazing, so it's easy to make good type beats based off of him. Yeah, sometimes it is about the vibe. That's been one thing I've learned over time is sometimes you just need a beat to vibe to. I got a few of your beats in the works. Next time I hit studio, they should be done hopefully. I got a few. That sounds great, Ozno. You like the I Gave You beat? Yeah, that one's an old one, I believe. The questioning beat, yeah, that one's I believe an old one as well. I know the cover art I could see clearly in my head, but I don't remember how old it is. Anonymous, I don't do IG posts, like story posts on people's works, but I do have a community playlist that you can check out on my website. You can go to my you can go to my website, and then on there add your music to my community playlist. I then get an email, and then I add a link to your stuff on YouTube on my community playlist. So if you're interested in that, check that out. When you make melodies, do you have a plan, or is it just experimental? Mostly it's experimenting within certain constraints. So, for example, on this one, the first chord is G major, major 7th. The second one is D major, major 7th. And so from that, I know I'm in a sort of, I guess it's G Lydian, which is D major, the notes. And so I know to play on those two chords roughly any note that's in the D major scale. So I wouldn't go out and put a E flat here. So I know not to do that because that would just sound really rough when it comes to a melody. I don't really have any particular rules besides being in the right scale or the right tonal grouping if you're getting really abstract. So on this G major, I could do any note in D major, in the D major scale. I happen to do D, but I could also do A, for example. Could do G. The relationship between the chords and the melody, that does add a ton of tension to it. So right now the G major, major 7th, if I do any note from G major, major 7th, it's going to sound very untense, very released. So if I do a D or a G like I had here, it sounds very released and like it's steady. If I did C sharp, it would sound a little bit more gritty and a little bit more tense. So that's just how I handle melodies and how I think it through. Let's see here. Still got wave files of NF Real type beat on your website. Anything from 2019, 2020, 2021, all of the wave and stem files should be on the website. If it's older than that, then contact me if you don't see it there. If it says out of stock or something like that, there's a chance I have it, but a lot of the 2017 and a lot of the 2018 beats, I was using a free version of FL Studio where you couldn't, I didn't know to export projects and stuff like that, so a lot of those won't have the wave or stem files anymore, and I can't reopen the FLP and all, so all what those beats have are the MP3 version, which is kind of crazy to think about in hindsight. How do you make your cover art? I actually have a tutorial. It's really hard to find, and it's pretty old. But I do have a tutorial on how to make that. I need to make a new one. Basically, all what it is a colored background. I then put a cutout of an artist, so let's say NF, classically NF, and just a cutout of him on there, and then I put a gradient of from the bottom up so that he's sitting there and is faded in so it doesn't look like he's just chopped into the background. And then I just have the text and all on the other side, and then I throw analog effects on it, so grain, some scratches, stuff like that, a vignette, and some color film artifacts to make it look more filmy, you could say. And so that's what I do with the cover arts and all. NF Allies. I don't remember that beat. That must be an old one. Let's see. Tips for overcoming fear. I've written 100 songs, but I'm scared to go to a recording studio. Just intimidated. It's hard, but you just gotta push through it. The first one is always the hardest one, and it's like the first time I upload, that was extremely nerve-wracking for me. The first instrumental I created, that was extremely nerve-wracking. The first free beat was nerve-wracking. The first live stream was nerve-wracking. You know, the first one is always going to be the hardest one. So the first track you go and record is going to be the hardest track you got to record, because you don't know exactly what you're doing, and you got to learn along the way. That's how I suggest doing it. Let's see what Malzin said, and Ozano. Yeah, Malzin's got some good advice and all. Let's see what Ozan said. Wither, yeah. Those hard beats, man. First love is nerve-wracking. Yes. first beat you make, first song you record, first love you have, all of those absolutely terrifying. What key are we in on this note? One thing that's a little odd about this one I've written is I have really two different scales going. The first one, or the first two chords are in D major, really G Lydian, but D major, and then the last chord is C major, major seventh, which is from C major. And so in the first two, it's expected to hear C sharp. In the final one, you want to hear C natural. So the one thing I'm avoiding through the melody is C natural and C sharp, so we don't have some awkward moment where it's going. Let me try doing an awkward moment here. This is what you want to avoid. It could sound cool in the right context, but for what I'm trying to do right now, that sounds a little too out there. Oh, yes, the Whit Lowry type beat, Zelton. I knew something was. I was having trouble remembering. I couldn't remember which beat it was, but yes, yeah, that was a Whit Lowry one from a long time ago. Thanks, Bryce. The any ear is just from a lot of trial and error over time. Big lack of Whit Lowry type beats on YouTube. Yeah, there's been. Has he been releasing music recently? After. Let me make sure I don't have anything important on there. Let me get that out of here. Let me look up when he released last. Because I was under the impression he hasn't been releasing lately. Yeah, because it's been like I really haven't listened to him since his last album, the Nevers Road album. I did, after changes and all. I usually like to do them when an artist releases a new song, just so you can get that little hike from people looking up an artist's name, and so that's how I have been running off of Whit Lowry, but he hasn't been posting, so I keep on forgetting to post his type beats. Thanks, XL. It means a ton to hear that. You like this one, Joe Callow? Going for something real chill today. YouTube made a H3 Music topic channel. Yes. What happens is when you upload to a distributor, then your distributor will have your music upload to YouTube, and then that makes a topics channel. So when I've uploaded to Spotify, when I've uploaded to Apple Music, it also created a topic channel on YouTube. So that's why my stuff's on there. It should do that for anyone else who uploads to a distributor. So it's not a fake channel or anything like that. That is a real H3 Music property. How do you resolve when someone copyright claims one of your beats? Do you license beats beforehand prior to release? I do not. It's a real big pain, but you need to. What I do is I contact the distribution company, and I have this template of things I request, and so I link to my original track, I link to their infringing track, and I say, hey, your artist used da-da-da in their song da-da-da. I ask for it to be removed from Content ID, from copyright claiming, all that good stuff. And I'd say 90-95% of the time it's perfectly fine. There has been a couple times where you have to get a little pushy with them, and they don't respond to the emails, so you have to send more emails and more emails. And after, usually, there has been some that's taken a year and a half to get removed, and so it can be quite the pain. And I believe that's the main reason art or producers don't do the free beats, is you spend a ton of time fighting copyright claims if you know how to. If you don't know how to, then you're just going to get a copyright claim on your own music, and it's a real big pain to have to deal with that. But I do spend at least once a week just contacting uh, distribution companies and saying, "Hey, your artist used my music with Content ID on. They can keep it up. Just remove it from Content ID, and the copyright claims removed." And so it is a hassle, and it takes time, and that is something that I think a lot of people have trouble with. If you ever do get a copyright claim on it by using one of my beats, contact me immediately. I need to know that sort of stuff, and I can get it removed in time. Da, 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 da. Thank you so much, Destructive Behavior. It means a ton to hear that, and happy you're able to stop by and see what's happening. Alright, I really need to start arranging this. If anyone knows a quicker way of splitting the channels besides dragging these all out, let me know, because this has been the biggest hassle for me. If you have like 20 tracks on a pattern and then you gotta split them all out manually. So if anyone knows how to do that, let me know. Let's see what we could do here. Why about licensing beats with Creative Commons licensing? In the U.S., at least, it's everything you create. Unless you sell the rights, the copyrights to someone else, you naturally have copyright ownership of your own work. So I don't bother licensing stuff. I am thinking about figuring out that sort of stuff there. I need to talk to a lawyer actually about that sort of stuff, and I have a ton of questions to always ask about copyright material and getting all that stuff figured out. So I need to do more than just Googling to get all that stuff figured out, but that is something I'm going to look into in the future. He's literally so nice for doing that. Any other person would make you take the song down. I'm not sure what you mean, but I'm going to take it as a compliment. You may not even be talking about me, but I will take it as a compliment. Juice WRLD type beats in the future? Definitely. Always up for Juice WRLD type beats. There was one big question someone asked. Oh, advice for someone making beats without knowing chords. That's a hard one. It's not hard because it is completely possible, and people do it all the time. The problem for me explaining how to make beats without knowing chords is I've spent 12 years learning music, and it's always been based on chords. So it's a bit hard. It's like trying to teach a language you don't understand, I guess is the best way I could explain it. So there is definitely ways to make music without understanding chords, without understanding music theory. I probably am not the best teacher for that, because I know I've been raised on chords and music theory. My suggestion, I guess my big picture suggestion, is make the music that sounds best to you. The music will, if it sounds good, it doesn't matter if you knew how to use music theory or not. As long as it sounds good, that's the thing that matters in the end. Knowing how to use chords is just a Another tool that you can use, it's a really helpful tool, so if you do know it, you do have, I guess, a advantage. It just means you can make beats quicker because there isn't as much guesswork involved in knowing what sort of notes sound good with others. Thanks, Curtis. I'm happy to hear it. You're good, Malzin. Feel free to always ask questions. Right now I'm just changing up the intro to have a different piano portion. I'm going to keep the same chords and all, just throw them in a different arrangement. That's too generic of a word. A different, I guess, arrangement. While I try to figure out my words, we will just say arrangement. Have a good one, Zelton. Thanks for the money earlier, and thanks for always stopping by on these. If I make another one tonight, do a hard aggressive one. I'm running a little out of time, but on the next one we'll make a hard aggressive one. Definitely. Who's the biggest name biggest music artist that has come across your beats? I saw Josh A comment on one of his type beats before. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That dude comments on all of his type beats and then doesn't respond to me when I reply to him. That guy needs to start talking to me and not just flexing his ego when he's reading through the comments and all. But yeah, Josh A is a pretty big one. Let me think here. Probably the biggest mainstream artist that has listened to me, comment on my stuff was actually T Minus, one of J. Cole's producers. That was a long time ago on my J. Cole Brothers type beat. He didn't comment on YouTube, but he liked the post on Instagram, and I was on cloud nine after that. That was so cool to me. So probably T Minus is one of the biggest ones. Yeah, T Minus was big. Josh A was big. Crip, Justin Stone. There's been like other country artists, not country artists, but artists from other countries who I have never heard of, but they are massive for their countries and their demographics. One artist that did use my stuff was Aiko, I believe is how you pronounce it. He's a French or Belgium rapper, and he got my song to the like number 7 on YouTube trending at the time in his country of it was either France or Belgium, I can't remember, but that I was really awestruck by that. That was pretty cool to see, and there has been other artists that I see comment and they blend into everyone else's comments, and then I see they've got millions of followers, and I always get surprised by that. Hey, Scrambled, I told him about the collab. Everyone say hi to Scrambled. When you make a type beat, do you listen to a specific track? If you can't find the beat? I guess if I'm making a like generic beat, let's say I'm making a Eminem type beat, but I'm not looking to make a specific like Eminem Lose Yourself type beat. I do one thing I do is go and listen to other people's type beats. That just kind of gets you some ideas flowing through your head. So like if I'm running out of ideas on how to do something different with an NF type beat, I will just go through the most recent NF type beats that have been posted to YouTube and listen to them and just see what ideas I kind of like. So there was one that had a really high piano part with a ton of reverb on it, and I had never done anything like that before, so I did a little high end piano part with a ton of reverb, just trying it out and trying new things. Let's see. Do you have any limitations on us using your beats for live performances, or is it even allowed? I have no problem with people using them on live performances when possible. I'd like some sort of credit. I get that if you're performing live, you don't want to be like H3 music while you're up there, but yeah, if there's any possibility of crediting if it gets re-uploaded or something like that, I'd like that, but no limitation on live performances. Feel free to use them all you want. And really, if you credit when possible and don't block other people from using it, you can use them in any other circumstance. You should make a Dave Survivor's Guild type beat. I'm not sure if you commented earlier, but people have been commenting that type beat. I haven't heard it yet, so I'm definitely going to check that out. If you ever want to branch out, maybe a 21 Pilots type beat. I do have one 21 Pilots type beat, and I have one planned in the future. Last time we did a live, I asked people for hooks. If they had singing chops, feel free to send me hooks, and I did get one really good hook for a 21 Pilots type beat. So I am definitely planning on doing a 21 Pilots type beat here soon. Hey Elixir, thanks for stopping by. If you have school early, please do not watch this. go to bed. I appreciate you stopping by though, and I'm doing well. I'm having a ton of fun right now. Elson, what I would suggest is get the demo version of FL Studio. You don't have to pay for anything. You're able to do everything except for reopen a project. I highly suggest you start out on the demo version if you want to check out FL Studio. That was how I started. I used the demo for 2 years. There's a ton of beats that have popped off that people don't realize was made on the demo version of FL Studio. I believe even, maybe not. Guilt may not have been on FL Studio. Well, let's see. I think... Let's see here. October 2018. Yeah, my biggest track may have been on the demo version of FL Studio. I'll have to fact check that, but that may have been on the my biggest track may have been on the demo version. Thanks, Curtis. How do custom beats work? The way I do customs is usually over email. You give me some suggestions or sort of style you're going for, some inspiration that you used, maybe even already recorded lyrics, maybe already recorded uh, vocals that I can work with, and then I just go to town, I make a beat, and then I send you a tagged version, and then we work from there until it's perfect, and then that's when I ask for payment at the end of the process. So you don't get hooked into having to pay for a beat that you don't like. You only have to pay for it once it's exactly how you want it, and it's ready to be uploaded, or it's ready for me to give it to you. Holy cow, guys, you're commenting a ton. How often do you check out people's songs they have made with your beats? I do about 3 or 4 a day, so quite a bit. Feel free to send me stuff. It's always fun to hear. How did you come up with the sax melody? This sax melody, I went over some details earlier on how I do melodies, but just stick to the chords, or at least the scale that you're in. So for the first 2 chords, or the first half of the bar, the first half of this pattern, I was in D major. Second half, I was in C major. And so it's just a matter of sticking to notes that are from either those chords or those scales. And that way you don't get a ton of dissonance. Here, the F sharp adds a lot of dissonance that leads to the G, which is why I went to the G. That's a classical harmony thing where you always kind of want half tones to resolve to the nearest. So in this, I guess let me write it out. In this one, we're let me mark this one as no noise. Come on. Alright. So we're in G Lydian, which is D major, the same notes as D major. And then for the second one, the only thing we changed is no longer have a C. So let me put these down so we know we're using the notes from D major. And then over here, let me lower this one down so we know we're using the notes from C major. And then we're going to hide all those so it doesn't make a ton of noise. So in this track, the first notes are in D major, and what happens is you want to release these half tones, which is when, like, the C sharp here wants to be released into D. So you would go this F sharp wants to go to the G. And those are really the only sort of techniques that come from classical harmony that I would suggest checking out. Over here, the B goes to the C. And so you want to release that tension from the half tones into the next note of the scale that it's right next to. So here the F sharp goes to the G. Here I would do probably actually, if I played a C here, I would release that to the B, or vice versa depending on the situation. Here though, I'm breaking classical harmony and throwing it back up to D. So sometimes you break that rule, but that's a good easy rule to follow, is if you have a half tone between two notes of the scale and you play the melody on one of them, release that energy to the next half tone note. I hope that made sense. That may have made no sense whatsoever. Yes, O's, no, I definitely could do that for a custom beat. I've been playing some songs. Thank you so much, DJ Jeremy Ray. I'm happy that they've helped out, and I'm happy to hear on Spotify. Feel free to send me your stuff. Elixir, you gotta go to school tomorrow, dude. What are you doing? How much do you charge for a custom beat? It varies. Right now, what I'll say is it's between $120 to $200 is roughly where I'm at right now. It could change very soon with me going through tax season as an accountant. So the next couple months it may bump up quite a bit just because I won't have any time or as much time. So that is always a possibility. However, that's the range right now. Thank you, Sid. You like the knowledge. My biggest concern is that I'm going to say some gibberish that's not going to make any sense. That's the last thing you all need, is me to come up here and drop some info that makes absolutely no sense. We may make the sax a little longer. I said it earlier, you shouldn't do this where you have the C sharp going to the C. However, we're just going to listen to it and see how it is. Yeah, that ain't working for me. Teddy also need to go to school. Come on, guys. If you're in a music class, you can just link them to the stream and say, hey, I was learning. How did you come up with the name H3 Music? It originally was Holy Hip Hop because it was a Christian music channel. Now, obviously, it's not remotely a Christian music channel, but we're trying to, we as in me, is trying to rebrand it as sort of a elemental chemistry thing, H3, and make it elements to inspire. So that's sort of our my attempt at rebranding it. Smells sound great, thank you. Vibey as fuck, thank you. H3 over Nick Mira any day. Oh no. Oh no. Thanks, Clock Butterflies. Thanks for lurking. Thanks for lurking in the shadows. I think that's good. I think we're just going to fade it out from there. Twitter? Do I need to make a Twitter also? right, maybe I'll make a Twitter. So we got Discord, we got Twitter. Anything else I need to be on? Let's keep it Discord for now. Uh-oh. We got beef between the Twitter users and the Discord users. How do you place those patterns precisely on the playlist? Takes me a really long time because I'm afraid that I might mess up the whole rhythm if I missed a millimeter. The big thing for me is if I'm not trying to do something precise, I make sure I'm on either beat or bar mode, and then it's very big chunks moving at a time, and it snaps very easily. That's how I do it. I try not to, at least in the arranging. What's this called? It's got a name. The thing you arrange on. I try not to be closer into dropping stuff than a bar or a beat. Nothing closer than that. All right. I'll make the Discord. I'll make the Twitter. Have a good one, Scrambled. Everyone go follow Scrambled. We got a collab coming out tomorrow. In half a day exactly, actually. So be on the lookout for that. OnlyFans. Yeah, y'all want to see H3 OnlyFans. Oh God. Have a good one, Teddy. Sleep well, and good luck in school. I think you said you were having school in the morning. If you are, good luck. Good night, Bryce. Yeah, I think I'm going to be calling it here soon. I think we got a whole beat done, so you're definitely going to be seeing this one in a couple of days as a freebie. If anyone has any questions on anything in particular with this, let me know. I'll be on for probably another 10 minutes or so. Only beats? That is a good idea. Gonna miss these when I blow up. I'm sure I could find. Listen, if Mike Dean and Kenny Beats have time to stream with their fans, I'm sure no matter what, I'll be able to have some time to do a stream every once in a while. I'm sure blowing up is no one just blows up out of nowhere. It's a very gradual process usually with a lot of build up. So I think we still got some time. Only Beats a website. I'll look into it. That might be a good domain to snag if it isn't taken already. Let's see here. I'm gonna be doing that right after this. Let's see if it's available still. Unavailable. That's very sad. Only Beats is taken. Alrighty. Yeah, I'll have to get the Twitter. Hey, you have persuaded me. I will get a Twitter. I had one, but now I'm going to work on it. Alrighty. Any other questions, concerns, anything else you guys are interested in? I got probably at the most another 5 minutes, so. Ba-doo, boo, boo, ba-doo. Waffles or pancakes? My life? How about mint ice cream? Alright, how does mint ice cream sound? Yeah, it's mint ice cream. Out of those two options, I choose mint ice cream. Happy to hear it, Curtis. Marketing music? How? Free stuff. As the guy who makes a free beat every day, the easiest way to get your name out there is making free stuff, free content. I tried purchasing advertisements on Instagram, on YouTube, and all, and nothing brought in as much viewership, as much subscribers and all, as just free content. So if you're a producer, free beats, live streams, those videos you see me posting about once a week now of me breaking down stuff, all of that is what I suggest if you're a producer. If you're a actual music artist, like you're a singer, songwriter, rapper, I guess maybe not free songs, because most people have Spotify or Apple Music, so that isn't really a thing, but show your process, give people free content to learn from, and that's really the key, I would say, to get people to follow. So do free stuff. When can you send me that? Flies. I'll send you the backlog here soon, Clock Butterflies. I need to get that all together. I have some backlog of beats that people never bought exclusively, so I'll be sending you that here soon. Yeah, my life. Nope, it's mint chocolate chip ice cream. Between waffles and pancakes, though, it depends on if it's what's the meme, a yassified pancake. You know what I mean? There's a difference between, there's two different types of pancakes. Oh, let me see if I can find a picture. Let's find pancake types. I can't find a photo off this quickly, but it depends on the pancake. Thanks, David. Yeah, I definitely suggest free stuff. Reactions? Uh, I think it depends on you and your personality. I think there's a lot of people who do reactions. Uh, it's also if you provide value through your reactions. Uh, the best reactors reactors on YouTube that I know about are not even music reactors. They're the CGI guys, Corridor Digital. Uh, when those guys break down CGI and uh, stunt stuff, they're giving you their perspective as creators in the field to show how things are done. They provide value through that. And I think that's a important thing with reaction channels. You need to provide, if you are going to do reactions, provide value through your knowledge on a subject. I think that's why Crypt does such good reactions. He provides an explanation of, or he gives his perspective as a rapper on other rappers and other singer-songwriters. So definitely, if you're going to do reactions, do that. So if I was going to do reactions, it would be probably not even on singer-songwriters and rappers. It would really just be on producers, because I don't really know a ton on cadences, flows, all that sort of stuff. All I know really well is producing beats. So that is what I would, if I did do reactions, that's what I would do. Butterflies, defend me here on mint ice cream. Don't join his side. He's already got an army amassing in the comments of old videos attacking me for liking mint ice cream. Beat reviews. Yeah, that is something I don't feel completely comfortable doing reviews and reactions of people's songs live or even as videos, but beats I would feel much more comfortable with, because that's something if you just have a song, all I could really say is good or bad, and then I wouldn't be able to explain why. At least with a beat, if it's good or bad, I can explain what parts of it worked and what things could be improved, I guess is what I would say. Breaking down stuff, that sort of reaction stuff. Problem with beat reviews is they always get copyright claim. That is true. That is something you always gotta think through. Mint Oreos. Oh, a deep cut. Mint Oreo ice cream. Alrighty. Let me make sure this is all working. Subscriber beats. Yeah, that is that's really what I meant by reacting to beats, is listening to people's songs and all. I've got it marked down as something to do in the future, so don't be surprised. Having a freaking head trauma right now. Don't be surprised if I put up a link to send your beats to, so I can react and all that good stuff. All right, Curtis, you have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. I think I'm going to call it as well. I've had a blast and had fun making this beat and talking to you guys. It's been a ton of fun. And I think I'm going to be doing these every 2 weeks, just because I enjoy talking to you guys, and I'm able to work while I'm doing it, so I get a beat done while I'm talking to you guys. I like that and all. Do I know a lot about mixing and mastering? No. I do the bare minimum. If you go through my shorts I've done recently, I did a quick breakdown of my process for just doing master mixing and doing mixing and mastering on the Master. So if you want just a really quick tutorial, it says mix. If you search mixing on my channel, you'll run into the video. So definitely check that out. Drop your email and put on your fireproof clothing. Yes. Don't be surprised, subscribed. Yes. I'm a man of great words. I am a wizard with words. Definitely clock butterflies. I will be hitting you up here soon. I got, I think, a break on Wednesday. I might send you a beat around that time, a custom. So you might hear from me on Wednesday. Earl Sweatshirt type beat. Had one recently. I might do a second one. So stay tuned for that. Thanks, Malzen. Thanks for stopping by and checking it out. I enjoyed it this time, and happy you were able to stop by last time and all. A Clockwork Butterflies type beat. Oh, uh-oh. A wordsmith. That is correct. Alrighty. You guys all have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Feel free to email me is probably the best way to contact me, you guys who are in here right now. So send me music you've made. I'll send you an email back on what I think about. If you have any questions, if all that good stuff, hit me up. Email. I'm going to try to get through IG DMs here soon. So you can try that. I might not get back to you immediately. But definitely stay in touch. Yeah, have a good night, David. Clock Butterflies. we'll talk, all right? Malzen, have a good one. My Life, have a good one. Mint is not for toothpaste. Well, hold up. It is for toothpaste and for ice cream. Yeah, good night, you guys. Have a good one.